Ozark Traditions TV. The Ozarks, a land with a rich heritage of hunting and fishing. Join the Traditions team as they keep those old ways alive, and to the next generation, they'll be passing them down.
Sunrise, dew is on the field, birds are singing, welcome back my friend. As I look around at nature's majesty, I thank God that I live in this land of the free. Ozark traditions in the great outdoors, hunting with my family, who could ask for more? Planting seeds of passion like those who've gone before. Ozark traditions in the great outdoors.
Ozark Traditions TV is brought to you by Friendly Firearms, Jimmy D Custom Game Calls, Duke Traps, America's Best Trap Value, Radians, Safety Apparel, and Protect the Harvest.
For everything outdoors.
Welcome to Ozark Traditions TV. This week's show was a pretty big deal for us. We got invited down to the Lucas Ranch to chase some whitetails. The temperatures are high, the winds are high, and our hopes are high. So let's jump right into blind and see how we do. Well, we're doing our intro in the blind, and Matt catches movement out of the corner of the blind, and a buck has ran in and caught us flat-footed. Meek, 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 meek.
Whatever you want to do, I don't care.
You getting him?
Yeah.
He's not as wide as his ears.
It's whatever you want to do.
Well, I just looked at my phone, and it was 7:13. And I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a lot later. And I'm gonna put a plug in for these glasses from Radiance, because I was just telling Matt, it's a dreary-looking old day. And just turned around, buck comes over the ridge there. I mean, he was a pretty decent little buck. We're in a 4-point zone, so I'm just about halfway leery of making sure they got 4 points on one side, but you know, I'm really hoping there's going to be some little bit bigger rigs down here on the Lucas Ranch. You can see, we're not hunting on anything special. There's no food plots, no food sources. This is just some land Matt and I thought was going to be the place for deer. Sure enough, they come skirting out of some timber and right there, and it's early, it's opening morning. It's only been an hour of daylight, so at least we've seen something, so we're ahead of the ball game. But I'm gonna tuck back in and I'm gonna put my glasses back on. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Stay with us. You're watching Ozark Traditions TV. Hey, welcome back to Ozark Traditions TV. It's a little after 11. We're still out on our blind. It's windy, terrible windy, and now it's raining. Matt and I are still sticking it out. We're hoping we're in that magical time of the afternoon when they're back up on their feet in the midday. So we're still going to stick this out. We're not getting wet. The other hunters that's out here on the property, they're hunting in stands. So we're kind of thinking maybe this rain's going to push them in, and getting out and driving around, they're going to bump some deer. So we're going to stick it out for a little while longer. It's opening day weekend in Missouri gun season, so you know, good things happen, and sure can't get one if you're sitting back at a camp having a nice warm cup of coffee and a sandwich and chips and stuff like that. So we're here with no food, but stay with us and see what we do next. We'll be right back with more Ozark Traditions TV after a word from our fine sponsors.
At Friendly Firearms, 204 West 2nd Street, downtown Lebanon, we carry pistols, revolvers, shotguns, and rifles, as well as a full line of scopes and ammunition. We also have ammo cans, MREs, military boots, and clothing. Friendly Firearms offers a 60-day layaway on all guns, same as cash. We also handle gun transfers, so come see us at Friendly Firearms. Buy guns, sell guns, trade guns, and win guns. 204 West 2nd Street, downtown Lebanon, inside the Army Surplus, and like us on Facebook.
Well, it's 4:15. We have been in here all day, and now it's getting to be that pretty good time where movement ought to pick up. The wind's actually kind of died down a little bit, and the sun's popped out, so well, hopefully they start moving. But we've had a lot of time to sit and just visit and talk about hunting heritage and stuff like that. And we kind of got to thinking, you know what? We're lucky that we've got an organization that's kind of looking out for us and our hunting rights and fishing and outdoor stuff. So if you get a chance, go look up Protect the Harvest on their Facebook page and give them a like. And what that page is it's keeps you abreast of laws and organizations that's kind of trying to sneak in and undercut what we're trying to do as Americans and love to do. And we sure don't want them to take anything away from us. We've sat here all day by choice. I don't want somebody telling me I can only hunt 2 hours every morning and 2 hours every night or something like that. So if you get a chance, go look at Protect the Harvest. And like I said, follow them and stay with them. But hey, we're going to tuck back in here and get real quiet because we've got an hour and 10 minutes of daylight left. And well, hopefully this will be it. So anyway, it's the first evening of gun season here in Missouri. And as always, thanks for watching Ozark Traditions TV, and we hope we can bring what you want to see, and we will if you'll tell us what it is. Well, I don't know how they do it, but I'd been looking down this fence line for 5 minutes. I turned my head to say something to Matt, and wouldn't you know it, there he is. You ready? Yeah. I hit him, didn't I? Wow. We just heard a shot a while ago. He's way off, and I'm joking with that. I said, ooh, I hear a shot. Must be prime time. I turn around. Buck just jumps out of nowhere right there. And of course, man, like this, we've been sitting here 11 and a half hours for that. He's not a giant buck, but he was kind of wanting us to shoot whatever we wanted, and does, especially does if we wanted. So I'm excited with him. It's because I'm not going to get to hunt any next week, and then we got some events going. I think Saturday maybe. So, but anyway, he was 60 yards. And, of course, you can hear Matt talking. Hey, you got to be easy, be careful. And, wow, I couldn't even tell you where I hit him at. It just happens, instinct kicks in, and I just shot. So I couldn't even tell you. We'll sit here for a second. We'll review the footage and see what I did. And we'll be right back with you in a minute. Hey, thanks for watching Ozark Traditions TV. And remember, we want to bring what you want to see, so let us know. Blind like that's good for turkey hunting. Boy, turkey wouldn't care. But I'm telling you what, we had a pretty good buck this morning to come by, and he locked. Well, you'll see the footage. He locked on us. This boy here come out, and I mean, that's not that obvious. It's really not that obvious. It's a nice blind, but boy, they know what's going on in their surroundings, and that stuck out. So we knew he's somewhere in here. Well, there wasn't a whole lot of footage, but that's just the way hunting happens, and we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it like we do it. We're not gonna phony it up. Bam, he pops out, and you could probably hear us saying, does he have an eye guard? I was asking Matt, we're in a 4-point zone. Got to have 4 points on one side, so you really got to be careful. Quick. I've got a buck tag and he's a legal buck, and you know, he's not a giant, but I'm tickled to death with him, and that's why we hunt. It's because we love it and we love the outdoors, and that's why I said go check out Protect the Harvest and keep an eye on them, and they will keep you in the know on who's trying to attack us as hunters and fishermen and outdoorsmen. So, hey, we're gonna go find some blood. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more action from the Lucas Ranch right after these messages.
At Friendly Firearms, 204 West 2nd Street, downtown Lebanon, we carry pistols, revolvers, shotguns, and rifles, as well as a full line of scopes and ammunition. We also have ammo cans, MREs, military boots, and clothing. Friendly Firearms offers a 60-day layaway on all guns, same as cash. We also handle gun transfers, so come see us at Friendly Firearms. Buy guns, sell guns, trade guns, and win guns. 204 West 2nd Street, downtown Lebanon, inside the Army Surplus, and like us on Facebook.
I see White Belly up here. The blood trail kind of pours it thick down in here. But I mean, like I said, I haven't seen him yet. This is just the way it's happened. I went ahead. Matt stayed on the last blood. You can see his White Belly. I'm tickled. It's just a blessing. It was a pure blessing. We even got to come down here anyway. But we got us one down over there, and I'm excited. I mean, he's no Missouri Monarch, but he will make a real good sausage at my house. I got to get him with my friend Matt, and Shane and his son-in-law still up there hunting. Let's go over there while we still got a little bit of light and get our hands on him. He's no monster, but he's a big-bodied animal. He'll probably, I'd say he'll field dress 160, 170, so he's a pretty good sized drag. Just a good little 8-pointer. 4-point rule here. I gotta have 4 on one side, and I do. Got the eye guard, needs 3. We saw one this morning, probably about the same size or a little bit bigger, don't you think, Matt?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's early in the season, we didn't want to do anything, but it's not what we're not trophy hunting, and we don't trophy hunt. We're like everybody else. I'd like to kill a great big one, but just not the way it goes. Like I said, deer, what you want to do with them? The Lord put them here to look at them, or to hunt them, and I'm going to hunt them and eat them. And we're going to get him out. We got a little bit of a drag through a creek, and I guess we'll have to call Todd, the ranch guy, and he'll come down, and I'll get him dressed out up here, and we'll get him hauled back to the house, and there you go. But I'm always tickled when I make a good shot on a deer, and I take him clean, and it's just a good feeling. Like I said, that's what we do, and that's what God said, Todd, I want you to do that. I don't give you these skills to do this and do it right. So we're going to do it right. That's what our show is about. In the tradition of deer hunting, with us as a show is going to continue, and it will if we do what we're supposed to do, and that's let our voice be heard. Well, we got him drug out over here, and I haven't dressed him out yet, but man, does he smell bad. He's an older, mature buck, don't you think, man?
Yeah,
you know, like I said, I can say here and say, well, it's a great big deer. His rack's little. He's gone downhill. Blah blah blah. We don't. That's not why we hunt. I mean, we're not. The whole show is not about that. We spent 11 and some hours in that blind today talking. We had just a blast, and this really isn't the whole story. We just had a really good time, and we got a blessing with a deer that popped out about 60 yards away. Should have never pulled this deal off. But we did. We're getting better at what we do as far as trying to get our ducks in a row. But we want to see your deer photos too, and you can send them to our Facebook page and just post them right on there, because we'd love to see what you guys do. But like I said, hey, you know, I'll take a Jake if that's what is presented for me, in times like that. And this buck here, he's no Boone and Crockett rig. I mean, he's a legal buck, and that's kind of what the deal is. He's got a neat little thingy going right here, but like I said, he's a really good sized animal. Man, it's his old hawk smell. He's rutting. He will be ground into sausage and deer sticks in my house, and we'll share them. And Christmas presents, folks come around, they get a log of sausage for me because they know I've got it. But Ozark Traditions TV is just kind of, I guess you'd call it a dream that we have. I'm sure everybody has a dream where they want to be on an outdoor show. Well, we're just on a show, and it's all about just good friends and family having a good time and sharing it in God's creation. And that's where we was today. We're in God's creation. He allows us to come out here, and I always want to be a good steward. I want to be a good steward of what God sends us. So we're gonna get him dressed out here, and we'll call Todd the ranch guy, and he'll come pick us up because we're along. Once again, we're down in the bottom of no man's land, and I'm not dragging him back out there. So hey, tomorrow I'll be on the camera. Matt'll be behind the gun, and why I got to hunt this morning, I don't know. Matt's just kind of that way. But anyway, tomorrow's his turn, and I can guarantee you, if Matt gets a nice rig like this, I'm pretty sure he'll probably go ahead and take it too, because that's what we do. But anyway, thanks for joining us today on Ozark Traditions TV, an opening day of gun season in Missouri. Hope you all guys had some luck. Stay with us. Matt's on tomorrow, and keep watching our show. And as always, hey, ask God to bless you, and He will. Thanks for watching Ozark Traditions TV. Hey, don't go away. Ozark Traditions TV will be right back.
At Friendly Firearms, 204 West 2nd Street, downtown Lebanon, we carry pistols, revolvers, shotguns, and rifles, as well as a full line of scopes and ammunition. We also have ammo cans, MREs, military boots, and clothing. Friendly Firearms offers a 60-day layaway on all guns, same as cash. We also handle gun transfers, so come see us at Friendly Firearms. Buy guns, sell guns, trade guns, and win guns. 204 West 2nd Street, downtown Lebanon, inside the Army Surplus. And like us on Facebook.
270 is just a pretty good all-around caliber. I borrowed that gun, by the way, from a guy. I don't normally gun hunt. I'm kind of a smoke pole bow hunter. A friend of mine, Eric Gones, loaned me his rifle because he wasn't going to hunt today. And there and again, that's just how good friends are. Good friends that hunt and stuff. I mean, man loans you his rifle. It's a pretty big deal, and I appreciate it. Eric, I appreciate it. This knife here is kind of like a tradition with me too. I've got it all nasty. Larry Nelson from Grove Springs made me this knife. 6, 8, 10 years ago when I lived out on a chunk of land that always have a good bond spot in my heart, and I miss it dearly. But I killed a buck out of there one year, and it was a pretty good little 10-pointer. I told Larry, I said, Larry, I sure would like to have a knife out of that. And Larry made me one. I've used it a lot, and it's kind of like my Jimmy D call that I got. It's a nice, very nice wooden call too, and I'll keep it forever. It's kind of, you think of Grandpa's gun and you think of Grandpa's things, and well, hopefully this will be a knife that if my kids don't use it, they'll know what it meant in my heart to have it, and that I used it on doing things that I love to do and enjoy. So that's a little note from the heart of Todd Lewis, I guess. Deep down inside, I am a cream puff. I think I'll give the television audience some trivia. Folks, you see this old ratty ragged shirt that I wear? You probably see me wearing on every gig and so episode, every hunting thing I do. This is the official Lucky shirt. Kind of like the team mascot for Ozark Traditions TV. The shirt's like 28 years old, and I wear it on every hunt, every outing, everything we go on, and it's lovingly known as a Lucky shirt. It took 11 and a half hours for it to really kick in today, But once I got her warmed up and the luck poured out of her, we pulled one off. But you'll see me wearing it a lot, and yes, I can. I am blessed. I can't afford better than this, but this is just a lucky shirt. Tell him, Matt.
It's a lucky shirt.
Well, Shane and Cole have made it down here to see us, and I just called Todd to come and pick us up. He's going to take us back to one of the ranch houses, and we're going to meet up with the guys from T.A. Petro and have some Lucas raised ribeyes. He's a big deer, but it was just, I mean, he was just, no, but, you know, setting 11 hours. On this week's There I Was, we have Hunter Lowry from Hartville, Missouri.
There I was the open of deer season when me and my dad was up on the tree stand. There was a buck chasing a doe, and there was a 7-pointer buck up on the hill. He came across the creek up onto the hill, and I took a good shot and I hit him. And then we took pictures and showed it to my grandma and grandpa.
That was a nice buck, Hunter. Thanks for sharing him with us. We'd like to thank you for watching Ozark Traditions TV. A big thanks this week goes out to the Lucas family, along with Gary and Todd and Angie, and a special thanks to Betty. Hey, if there's something you'd like to see on Ozark Traditions TV, get on our Facebook page, send us a message, and tell us what it is. Who knows, maybe we'll ask you to go along with us.
Planting seeds of passion like those who've gone before. Ozark traditions in the great outdoors. Wandering down a riverbank or walking in a field. Hand in hand with my kid, it's not about the kill. Ozark traditions in the great outdoors. Hunting with my family, who could ask for more? Planting seeds of passion like those who've gone before. Ozark traditions in the great outdoors. Ozark traditions in the great outdoors.